Hello, I'm going to present the work I did on the authentication and role management part of the Agentic Teacher Dashboard project developed during my internship in VNU at VNU. So this dashboard is a tool designed for teachers to monitor the performance and the risk level of their students based on the AULA dataset from the Open University. Before talking about the technical side, let me place this project in its academic context. The field this project belongs to, it's called learning analytics, which means using learning data to improve student access. It's a very active research field since the last decade. Platforms like Moodle, Canva, or Blackboard already include analytics features for teachers, but they remain generic and not well adapted to specific contexts like Vietnam National University. A particularly relevant approach is that of early warning systems. The systems analyze student behavior in real time to identify those at risk of dropping out before it's too late. This is exactly what our dashboard does with the risk levels calculated uh, week by week. The dataset we use is OULAD. It comes from a research paper published in 2017 by Kuzilek and Al from the Open University. It contains real data on thousands of students, so there are the interaction with the platform, their assessment results, and their final outcome. Uh, this context justifies the need of a robust authentication system with a role management because in a real institution, a teacher should only see their own students, and for example, an academic advisor needs a broader view. Before diving into the implementation, let me explain the theoretical concepts behind what we are building. Authentication is the process of verifying that a user is who they claim to be. It answers the question, who are you? It's important to distinguish authentication from authorization. Authentications verify identity. Who are you? Are you really John Doe? Authorization verifies permission. What are you allowed to do? In our system, auth0 handles authentication and the row system handles the authorization. A typical authentication flow involves three steps. First, the user provides credential. Usually, it's an email and a password. Second, the system verifies those credentials. And third, if the credentials are valid, the system grants access, usually by a token. There are also different factors of authentication. Some things like fingerprint, for example. This brings us to the multi-factor authentication, or MFA. Instead of relying on just one factor, MFA requires two or more. A classic example is when you enter your password and then you receive a notification of your phone with another password. Another password on your phone. So even if someone is stealing your password, they still can access to your account without your phone. auth0 supports MFA natively, so we could activate on our dashboard in just a few clicks. Once a user is authenticated, the system needs to remember that they are logged in. This is what a session does. Without session, the user will need to log in again and again on every single page or request. Traditionally, sessions are managed server-side. So the server stores the session data and sends the client a session ID in a cookie. Or on every request, the client sends back that cookie and the server looks at the session data. This works, but the server has to store and look up data on every single request, which doesn't scale well. In modern web application, especially with APIs and SPA like ours, We use a different approach called stateless authentication with JSON Web Tokens, or GWT. Instead of storing session data on the server, everything is encoded inside the token itself. So the token contains the user identity and metadata, and is signed with a secret key, so it cannot be tampered with. So the server just need to verify the signature, no need to store anything. A GWT has three parts: the header, which contains the algorithm used to sign it; the payload, which contains the claims, the user identity, row, and metadata; and the signature, which guarantees the token hasn't been modified. So this is what auth0 gives us. When John Doe logs in, auth0 issues a signed GWT. The front end store his token and send it with every API request. The backend verifies the signature and trusts the claims inside. So maybe you ask yourself, why auth0? For the authentication, I had initially start with a custom system based on bcrypt and GWT, meaning I was manually handling password hashing and token generation. But this approach carries security risk, of course, and if it's not perfectly implemented, yeah, you can have a lot of risk. So I choose auth0. My tutor told me about it. It is a professional authentication service used by thousands of companies. The advantages are clear. Security is handled by experts. We get a ready-to-use universal login page. Session and token management is automatic. And of course, you have also the multi-factor authentication that is available out of the box if needed. So here is the configuration we put in place. So we created a single page application in auth0 with the allowed URLs pointing to localhost 5173 in development. So we defined four roles: teacher, teacher assistant, admin, and academic advisor. So the teacher can view and manage their own assigned courses and students. The teacher assistant can view the courses and the student data from the teacher who is assigned with. The academic advisor, he can view all students and courses for the academic years they manage. And finally, the admin, so he has full access to all courses, all students, and system settings. We also created 8 users corresponding to teachers and staff, each with their metadata stored in the app metadata field. So we have the modules they teach, the presentations, and also the years that they manage. So the key point of this architecture is the post-login action. So it's a JavaScript script that runs automatically on auth0 servers at every login just before the token is issued. So this script reads the user apt metadata and inject them into the GW token under a custom namespace. So when John Doe logs in, his token automatically contains his row, teacher, his module, and his presentation. The front end just need to read this information. There is no need of an extra database that we need to call. So for the front end code, on the front end side, here's how we use auth0. So in the main TSX, We wrap the entire application with a auth0 provider. These components provide the authentication context to all the React components. And in app.tsx, we have an app route that check whether the user is authenticated. If not, they see the login page. If yes, they access to directly to the dashboard. During loading, we show a spinner. In auth0, as soon as the user is logged in, we call get ID token to extract the claims from the token, the role, the module, the presentation. And we store them in a Zustan store accessible everywhere in the application. And for the dashboard view, we use this information to filter the courses displayed. A teacher only sees their courses, an advisor sees all courses for the year, and the admin sees everything. So now I will give you a live demonstration of our dashboard. So when you arrive, you have this page and you click to sign in. You put the mail and the password. For now, we will connect with a teacher account to see the John Doe account. So when you arrive to the dashboard, you have the dashboard and you can see that you have only the module AAA and this presentation because John Doe only has access to this class. After we can log out and try to sign in with academic advisor account. That's it. And the other password for the advisor. Now we can see that we have access to another module, still this presentation, and because why we have access to that? Because Alice Martin has only access, is an academic advisor for the 2013, so she has only access to the class, all the class of this year. And finally, I will log out and go with the admin account. Like that. Now connect to the admin account. We can see that the admin has access to all the module and all different presentation, like we gave him the access. So that's it. Thank you for listening and watching to me, and see you.